Hello, Southport Eagle families. This is Todd Harless, your principal with some important information. We started our distance learning journey on Monday, and we were off to a big hit right away with both the platforms crashing, and that was a nationwide problem. They were definitely not ready for the capacity and the overload of people that were using online learning. And you guys send your children to school, to a traditional public school where we have classroom teachers, and they get to go to art, music, and PE daily. And now they're having to learn the distance learning life, and it is a learning curve on both sides. I mean, we have a school full of teachers that got into education to teach in the classroom, so they can have that personal contact where when they see a student struggling, they're able to go over to their desk and meet with them and walk them through the lesson. So this is going to definitely be a overwhelming experience for us. It's one that I know that we can get through together. I know our teachers are working extremely hard, and I know our students are going to be working really hard. Just some updates with our distance learning. By now you've either chosen to either do the paper-based, where you'll come to school and pick those up, or do digital. If you have the access to do digital, it is absolutely beneficial to the digital learning. The paper-based is for the folks who do not have the access, or they just do not feel like it's the best thing for their children, and that's something that I need you to discuss with your teacher. Make sure you are talking with them, but by this Friday, I feel like we need to have that. That will be the deadline of whether or not that I'm going to stay with digital or do paper-based. And like I said, the digital learning, once we get a little more comfortable with it, I think that it's one of those deals where we're building the plane as we fly it. I want you to know that our teachers are going to, they're going to grade with grace and compassion. And I want you guys to kind of think of us that way too, having a little grace and compassion, because our teachers are working hard, just like I know your children are working hard. And the governor's done a great thing, taking the FSA test off of our load, and any other tests that we have for this year, to try to lower that stress level. This is 2 years in a row where our students' school years have been affected. And, I feel really, really bad for our fifth grade students. If we're unable to come back to school, I mean, I'm hoping we can come back, that month of May. So, they'll be able to do some things, that they enjoy the last part of your fifth grade year. And, there's some special years in school, and, pre-K going into kindergarten is one, and fifth grade going into middle school, and then eighth grade going into high school, and obviously your senior year in high school are some memories that you'll make and you'll have for life. So we're hoping we get back to school, but we will try to do, some virtual, celebrations for our fifth graders or our pre-K if we're not able to come back to school. That's something that our leadership team is talking about and looking forward to doing. Just so a little bit of updates. If you did choose paper-based, you came to the school this past Monday, and you went out and you've seen a bin for each grade level. Starting next Monday, we'll have 2 bins out front in the parent pickup, and those are for paper-based lessons only. And by that time, your teachers need to know if you are that person or that family that's coming for paper-based, because they're only going to make enough copies for the folks who do not have access digitally for the lessons. But there'll be 2 bins for each grade level. One will be pickup, and you'll see your packet for next week, and one will be drop off. And we're going to start having those bins out there just Monday and Tuesday from 8 to 1. And like I said, just Monday and Tuesday, because we're going to take those bins back in on Tuesday afternoon, and we're going to let the papers that were dropped back off set there for a day or two. Then we're going to sanitize the bins, and we're going to sanitize everything, and the teachers are going to grade the papers, and then we're going to start all over again on the following Monday. So our teachers will send that out through Dojo, that we'll only have that out there Monday and Tuesday. A deadline for this Friday of if you've started the digital learning and you just feel like there's no way you can do it, and you want to do the paper-based, please contact your teacher and discuss that with them. And if you want to go to paper-based, this Friday is going to be kind of the deadline. We're not going to be able to go backwards and forth, from paper-based to digital learning, because it'll be way too much on our teachers to try to get things planned from here to there and move stuff around. And like I said before, the digital lessons is probably the greatest resource for us. So if you have the capabilities of getting these lessons digitally, that would be the best thing to do. All right, so we will have morning announcements starting on Facebook live today at 9:30 here in about 15 minutes. And I'll try to do that every day or every other day, and that'll be for the students and for our kids to kind of see our face and have a little bit of normalcy. And our teachers are working on some videos of sending some things out, of them reading some stories, and we want to be able to lower the stress level as much as we can for our students. And it also helps lower the stress level for us as well, and knowing we get to see our students' face and our digital spirit week that we're doing on Facebook. And I know not everybody has Facebook, and probably the only reason that I do is for our educational purposes here at the school to get out information. So if you do have Facebook, get on there for our digital spirit week and show us some of the great things that our students are doing. And I believe that's all for today as far as the distance learning. If you have any questions, please contact your teacher first. They will help you walk through stuff, and if it's something, with the digital lessons, the paper-based lessons, contact them. And if they can't work it out, they will go up the food chain a little bit and get you some answers. And please, contact them. That's going to be the biggest thing for this, is communication. Communicate with your teachers, your child's teachers, and the teachers will communicate with you in return. If you have any major questions, you can always call the front office at 767-1636. But please, your first line of questioning, please go towards your teacher, and because probably 9 times out of 10 they'll have the right answer for you, and if not, they can go and get it. Okay. I hope everybody has a great day. I want you to be safe. That's the number one goal right now. Try to stay inside, follow the guidelines of the CDC, the social distancing, wash your hands, and I look forward to hopefully seeing everybody's smiling face coming through the car drop off and pick up in May. Everybody have a great day, and go Eagles.